Oscar Piastri beat teammate Lando Norris as McLaren sealed a dominant 1-2 at the Chinese Grand Prix, while both Ferrari drivers were disqualified for illegal cars. Pole sitter Piastri never looked like relinquishing a win, the third of his F1 career, and made the perfect response after spinning last weekend at his home event in Melbourne. Norris was given a scare in the closing laps due to a brake problem, but held on to second from Russell, who made it back-to-back podiums at the start of the season third. Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton finished fifth and sixth respectively, but were both disqualified for illegal cars, leaving Ferrari to come away with Shanghai's Sunday race with no points. Hamilton was disqualified for excessive plank wear underneath his Ferrari, which is the same infringement that cost him second place at the 2023 US Grand Prix when he was a Mercedes driver. Leclerc and Pierre Gasly, who was originally 11th, meanwhile were thrown out of the race due to underweight cars. Both drivers were found to be 1 kilogram under the 800 kilogram weight limit. After minor contact with Hamilton on the opening lap, Leclerc suffered front wing damage for the whole race, but FIA replaced the damaged wing with an official one and the car remained below the limit. Esteban Ocon scored his first points for Haas in the new position of 5th, ahead of Mercedes Kimi Antonelli and Williams Alex Albon in 7th. British teenager Oliver Bearman impressively charged through the field in the second half of the race on alternative strategy to claim 8th, and Aston Martin's Lance Stroll and Williams Carlos Sainz were promoted to points after the 3 DSQs. Aside from the pit stop phase, Piastri led every lap of the Chinese Grand Prix and showed why he is a title contender this year. He helped teammate Norris by squeezing Russell down to turn 1, which allowed Norris to sweep around the outside and move into second place, with everyone aware of the importance of track position in Shanghai. Norris was undercut by Russell through the first round of pit stops, but the McLaren driver quickly got back into second and moved into the inside of the first corner. At one point, Norris was making inroads into the 5-second deficit to Piastri before he was encouraged to manage his tyres, so never got within 2 seconds. In the final 6 laps, Norris was told to tell the team he was suffering with a long pedal due to a brake issue, so he backed off, but had enough of a margin to fend off George by 1.3 seconds. Reigning champ Verstappen maximised the performance of his car again in 4th when it looked like it was going to be 6th. After Hamilton decided to pit for a second time, Verstappen moved up to 5th and caught Leclerc before overtaking him with a stunning move in turn 3. Red Bull and Ferrari would be concerned by McLaren's pace, finishing 15 seconds off Piastri before the red cars were disqualified on a track that typically demonstrates the best aerodynamic cars. McLaren's 1-2 puts them 25 points ahead of Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship, ahead of Suzuka in 2 weeks' time, with Red Bull 42 points adrift and Ferrari already a whopping 61 points. Elsewhere in a largely incident-free race, Haas Bearman made the alternative medium strategy work with some great overtakes to come 10th, then 8th, obviously with the DSQs. Red Bull's Ian Lawson was down in 12th, and rookie Jack Doohan was one penalty for forcing Hajar off the track on his way to 13th. Hajar and Tsunoda were set to score points, but a 2-stop strategy miserably failed, and Fernando Alonso was the only retirement of brake failure. And before I go, let me run you through the classification from the race. Oscar Piastri coming out on top. Yeah, an incredible weekend for him. He's been the fast McLaren driver all weekend and fully deserves it. Norris, I think, probably will be pleased with all the challenges he had, including the brake issue to come home in second. Russell as well, with great consistency, to come home in third. He'll be delighted for that. Probably second fastest car, but yeah, still a great job from him. Verstappen, great driving at the end with the tyre management to come home fourth. I think he'll be pleased with that. Ocon fifth. Where did that come from? Haas. Bearman as well, making overtakes left, right and centre. Absolutely outstanding recovery from them. Anthony, I think, good points for him still. We disappointed in the gap to Russell. Driver of the day somehow. But yeah, would have wanted to have beaten the Haas. And then Albon 7th. His great starts with being career continues. Hopefully Sainz getting a point will give him some momentum now. Stroll 9th, another great job from him, scoring points left, right and centre for him and taking advantage. Obviously it wasn't Alonso's fault today, but yeah, still. Racing Bulls, how they haven't come away from a point this weekend with all those DSQs is astonishing. A massive strategy screw up, and Tsunoda getting screwed as well. And then Lawson, yeah, it looks like he could be out already. It seems 2 races a bit harsh, but it's just not getting better, is it? Dillon will be frustrated with a messy weekend. That Sauber looked impossible to drive with both Bortoleto and Hulkenberg going off. Alonso will be getting quite disappointed. A really tough start to the season from him. And then Gasly, Hamilton and Leclerc will be disqualified. All of those teams will be disappointed. So they missed out on big points, especially with Ferrari drivers. Lack of pace always. I don't know how Leclerc was faster than Hamilton. Even with that damage. Something for Ferrari's looking to, and it's totally opposite yesterday. They don't really seem to understand the car. To be disqualified for 2 different things, that really is concerning. It's the sort of thing we saw in Binotto's Ferrari, not Vassar's Ferrari. So yeah, they really need to go back to the drawing board, don't they?
Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.